Good morning. Okay, if you ever do Curenex Eye, I wanted to make this video for you.
I have successfully gotten deodorant all over my black shirt. Hey, my friends, today I am back doing another biostimulating treatment on my face. So today we're going to be focusing on my eyes and my lips. As I've aged, but mostly as the fat pads in my mid-face have dropped, I'm losing some weight. It has definitely created a hollowness under my eyes, and it's created a drop in this whole nasolabial fold area, creating a deeper cave here and just the hollowness under my eyes. So I'm going to be using Curenex Eye to strengthen around my eyes. I'm going to be using a meso needle and inserting that product through mesotherapy. And then we're going to be using the queen threads to place around my vermilion border and just help with the structure of my lips. I think I'll also shove some in here. I'll be doing this inside my app on August 5th, 2025. So if you join the app and come in, no matter what time it is, these lives are always saved for you and you can just scroll my profile and find it. Video is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1. Allowance is made for the fair use of purpose such as criticism, co-news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel are meant for educational and entertainment purposes to help other women and men. There is an attack on true, helpful information from genuine sources. Please help me combat this attack by sharing this video with as many of your friends as possible. I apologize that every video needs to include this disclaimer as my videos are marked for adults. Unfortunately, this is our current landscape and I appreciate your understanding and support. These are mono threads, so they're a single filament, really easy to place. These are the easiest threads I've ever placed in my life. Threads can be tricky. Usually it's the needle or the filament doesn't want to glide in as smooth. These ones glide in really great, so I think you'll be happy with them. The other thing that I really like about this type is that it's a 30 gauge needle, so it's really small, and then it's a 25 millimeter length. I find that that is the most easy length to place. You can get the tail in really good, because sometimes with the shorter threads, especially the 12 millimeter, that little end of the thread usually pops out and is super annoying, and you lose a lot of thread placement when you play with those 12s. Not saying I haven't played with the 12s, and not saying you shouldn't play with them either, just saying that when it comes to learning threads and placing them the first time, I highly recommend you try the 25 millimeter length. So before we go any further, and if you care about skin quality, aesthetic insight, and understanding why certain treatments are chosen, make sure you're subscribed. If you have questions or want to share your experience, make sure to comment below. I always get back to you. And just so you know how this channel works, YouTube is where I share about products that I'm using. Any injectable procedures happen inside the Natural Chaos app. I also have a very deep blog on naturalchaos.com where you can go find sourcing and more information on all the products I use. And if you're new here, I microneedle here live every week. So you're in the right place if you're into that kind of stuff. Let's open up our package of threads, and just to make sure you guys understand, so I opened up this package and inside of it are 2 packages of threads. Each thread package contains 10 of these 25 PCL threads, okay, 25 millimeter PCL threads. And when I'm doing threads, I like to keep them, like all the new ones that I'm going to place, on my right hand side, because you'll discard to your left, and that way you just make sure you're not picking up one that's been used. They are hard to see sometimes, and if you just stack them where you're disposing of them and using them, you're going to be like, wait, where's that? I think if you work right from left and just keep your pile of threads on your right hand side and then discard to your left, you'll never be confused by that. My lips are so numb. I'm so happy. So in my little map idea for today, I decided that we will do 3 above my lip, and then I want to do 2 in my nasal labial folds on each side. So basically we're going to get 3 stacked here and then 2 in here, and then we'll do 3 underneath stacked and then 2 in these lines right by my eyes. So I want to do right here to keep this nice and crisp. So I want to end right at the peak. We back it up here so that we can ensure that we get up there. And then just insert it and then bevel it up so that it stays not so deep. So if you arc it, like if you push on the base of it, it arcs up. So if you push on it, the tip is going to go up. So you can keep it more shallow. And you can see it along that line. And then I just push it up to that point. And I know that it's getting up there because I can see it like up there, right? You can see it pushing. So now we know it's high enough. And we've gone all the way to the base. So we know that those tail ends, we've pushed it all the way to the base. So we know that they're past the skin. So when I pull out, that end thread should stay in there. So then you twist it and you remove it and there's no thread tail at the end. So I always like run my hand against that edge to make sure that there's not a little tail there. So I'll be placing these 20 mono threads, which are 30 gauge, 25 millimeter PCL threads around my mouth to help firm, lift, and stimulate collagen in this delicate area. These threads are some of the easiest to place and offer subtle yet long-term tightening as they dissolve. I'll also be injecting Curenex Eye, a lightweight PDRN-based formula designed to brighten, hydrate, and improve skin texture around the eyes. This helps target dark circles, fine lines, and that crepey under eye look. I'll be using a syringe to precisely place the product where it's needed most. And this is what the Curenex Eye package looks like. So this has the 1% polynucleotide, or the PDRN. And that is that salmon DNA sperm from rainbow trout that we're all obsessed with. So it's needleless inside the package. And I'll apply these meso needles that are super fine so that I can inject it really easily around this whole area. And then inside a queen package of threads like this, you get 2 packages of 10 each. So you could do one session with 10 and then another time do another 10, or you could do 20 at the same time. But once you violate one of these packages, you need to use them, okay? They'll go bad, and threads do go bad over time. But once you open this, you either dispose of them or you use them. And we're gonna open both and use all 20. I also always map this out on my little form that we have on our website that you can go download for free. And I just like doing this. I keep it in my 3-ring binder. I just mark it down, the date, the procedure, the product I'm using. I mark on the little face chart on where I'm placing things. And it just makes it that much easier when I'm going through and flipping through my binder to be like, oh yeah, I did that day and there's that. And it just, you'll forget. So I like organizing it that way. So before we start, I always wash my face, obviously. And then because placing threads and doing meso around the eyes can be painful, we'll be derma rolling and then putting on some numbing cream and locking it in with plastic to get us numbed up before we go live in the app. Make sure to roll your lips really deep because it sucks. The lips suck. Okay, then our lidocaine cream gets coated on top. You should do a thick layering. Your lips will start to get numb. Your mouth might even get numb if you eat some of it, which I do sometimes because it just gets into my mouth and I'm talking while I'm doing these things. So obviously that's going to happen. But don't worry, it's okay if you eat the lidocaine cream. Next step is just some plastic wrap. I just clip it with some scissors. And you want to do this with the idea of moving things in sections so you don't have to take off all your numbing cream at the first time. So for instance, we have this little plastic sheet and I'm just kind of trimming it down for areas like for my eyelid. So when we go to do this area, we'll just remove and clean that area. And same with our other eyelid. And then clip some more pieces. So like this one will be for our under eye. So we're gonna, remove all of that when we do this area. And then same with this one. And of course the lips are a narrow area and our mouth is moving because I'm always talking while I'm doing these things. So we'll just trim up some more little kind of rectangles and get that above our lip. And this one down here, this area, this one on this side. So now we're all numbed up and it's about an hour before my live is gonna start. So now I have enough time for this to really set in and make sure that I'm comfortable for when I go live. So now the next thing I do is I just clean up all of my supplies, disinfect my roller for next time. I lay out all of my products on my clean, sanitized area to get it all ready. I put my numbing cream back in the fridge because we don't need it anymore. Now I'm all set. The last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out on my piece of paper. So I grab my binder and in the back of it, I keep lots of printed blank sheets like this that you can get on the website. And then I'll just mark it out. All right, I'm ready to go live. So I'm going to jump inside my app, which you are welcome to join and see me do this on your own time frame. And I'll be back to show you the aftermath. Good morning, my friends. I'm so glad to be here with you guys today. We are going to be doing the Curenex Eye. So it's this package. So it has the 1% polynucleotide. The salmon DNA is going to revitalize our skin around that area and help build density where we start to get that thinness and that creping. So we're going to be doing blebs of that. And I have my whole sheet marked out for you guys. And then we're also doing 20 queen threads. These are the PCL threads. They are a 25 millimeter. And I think we've been sharing a lot about the 25 millimeter. One of the reasons I feel the 25 millimeter is such a good thread if you're looking to get into threads is just because I've played with a lot of threads over the years, different lengths, different filaments, different forms of the filaments, from the straight, right, which we're doing today, the mono, to the coiled, which a mono coiled is also really easy to place. I just don't have any, I don't think right now. But I find that the single filaments at the 25 millimeter length are the easiest to place, because as you're pushing a thread, you know, your face bends. And so sometimes longer threads are harder to keep in that same plane. Whereas the 25 millimeter is a great length for keeping a plane. So great for beginning. And also I always find that the tail locks in really well. Whereas the shorter threads like the 12 millimeter, I've really struggled with. And 12 millimeters are great for around your lips. And a lot of people use them there or even in the lip, like the gold threads. I've done gold threads, the 12 millimeter lengths, but I had a lot of loss with those because a lot of their end tails just don't stick in. So I'm always a little concerned when people buy the 12 millimeters because I feel like they're not going to be happy with them, because all of the thread manufacturers put those 12 millimeter threads on too short of a needle. And when I open up this package, I'll explain that more. And I don't think I'm alone in this situation, because I think our community can definitely agree that the 12 millimeters sometimes are really tricky to get that end tail in. What should we do first? I always feel like we have to tackle the lips first because they're the most annoying. Okay, so let's do the lips first. As I talk to you guys, I'm eating the lidocaine cream. Doing the lips first is always the best. I fold my sanitation napkin in half so that I can bring the mirror and you guys a little bit closer. I have this disinfectant isopropyl alcohol spray. So we're just gonna spray my hands. And the idea would be that you would unpackage everything, make sure that it's on your sterile place, and then not touch anything else, right? But because I'm constantly working and touching, I just think that like having the spray around too to re-sanitize your hands, and you can glove and then spray your hands with the gloves too. Same idea, you can just constantly respray. If you end up touching stuff, just respray your hands. Okay. Well, that's a sad bruise, you guys. Okay. Yeah, it'll look like eyeshadow. I know, watch, I'm gonna have like intense eyeshadow for the next week. All right, I just completed that live session inside the app. You can see that I've placed a lot of blebs around my eyes. I did give myself a bruise here. This is going to be probably pretty bad, but we stuck ice on it and I compressed it, so did the best I could after it. We placed the threads around my vermilion border and here and in my nasolabial folds to help build up the collagen here where it's getting that deep line, which I don't like because my mid-face is falling down as I age. That's what I did. I'll do a check-in with you guys over the next few days to show you kind of the fallout of the Curenex Eye. And you won't really be able to see the threads, but you'll be able to see that maybe this bruise will kind of fade away as they heal up and go to work. So all my injections are done, and I did give myself a really big bruise here, so it's going to look like eyeshadow for the next week. Did pretty well everywhere else, but this one is a big one. I'm going to use my laser to help bring it down faster. Beautiful. Oh, please don't be battery dead.
Good morning. It is the first morning after I did the Curenex Eye. You guys remember I gave myself that nasty bruise that started here. As you can see, over the last almost 24 hours, it has fallen down. I think I'm at 18 hours right now, so it's fallen down. It's 5 a.m. I've also noticed every time I've done Curenex Eye, the next couple days, I wake up and my eyes are really swollen, even if I haven't caused a massive bruise. So I feel like that product kind of sits in here and kind of just activates for a while, but it does go down. But I know this edema looks really bad and the color in my eye doesn't look great either. But it's just temporary, I promise, because I've done this a few times, and every time I wake up the first morning, it is very puffy like this, and I know that can be alarming. So I thought it was important for me to just show you what it looked like. And last night, I wore my Lumara LED mask 3 times just to try to soothe it. And anyways, yeah, today I'm going to go to yoga, and it should be fine.
Elon has said this pretty clearly, but Grok 5 and for sure Grok 6 will not use Common Crawl. It will not use the internet, okay? It'll just be an enormous amount of synthetic data. And back to what Freeberg and I just agreed upon, if you synthetically go and try to generate all this content to learn across, you're invariably going to produce something that's already been created.
You go, oh, okay, forget about it. Okay.
Also, my face is doing much better. This just looks like eyeshadow. It's built in. 4 days post doing the meso injections around my eyes and placing those lip threads.
This is what my bruise is looking like on Saturday. And I had it happen on a Monday when I did the meso injections. And then I placed those threads around my lips also. So there's a little bit of bruising there. But you can see in like 5 days, it's even less than 5 days because it's 6 a.m. my time and I did it on a Monday at 10 a.m. So it's even less than 5 days. So I think my LED mask has definitely helped heal it up. But I also want to always, make sure you guys understand I naturally heal fast. So when I show these healing processes, I just hope you keep that in mind. If you're like, why did she heal up like 3 days faster than me? I do heal fast, okay?
Okay, I've been back from the gym for like an hour, but I've been so lazy. But here is what those eye bruises are looking like. So it's actually less than 1 week because I did this last Monday at 10 a.m. in the app, and it's not even like 7:30 my time on Monday. So, a few hours shy of a full week. This was the eye that bruised the worst. And you can see it's pretty much healed up. I mean, it might be a little darkness there still because this is my not bruised eye. So, but enough. I mean, I'm okay. The lips have completely healed up. So again, I did use lasers and my red light, but I also was just living my life and they heal up really fast and I do heal fast. So I just share all my healing with you just to keep it real. And you can see the head of the needle as I'm pushing it through this loose, creepy skin. And I decided to place the threads before doing meso, and then you just twist off its plunger because all the products that we get from Korea do not come with a needle, okay? These are the meso needle tips I use. I don't even know if we can get these anymore. That's gonna be a bad one. Maybe one of the worst ones I've ever given myself.